So I know the story has been told to most people on how they both met while working at Kroger, okay? And then officially starting dating on this very day 10 years ago. What's interesting, what most people don't know, is that their paths actually had crossed years before in their early teenage years while in Pastor Jones' confirmation class at St. John's Lutheran Church. What makes this an important part of their story is at the time, both Carol Ann and I had a much different opinion of Josh than we do today. On most Sunday afternoons, it was my job to drop Carol Ann off at confirmation and then most times sit in the parking lot for an hour or so until the class was over, then drive her home. As the weeks went on and the pattern repeated, I started to notice a trend. That trend involved a human tornado of 3 boys tearing through the parish hall, blowing through the double doors, and racing to a waiting car, all while treating each other as human bumper cars. Lisa and I made it a point that no matter how busy life gets with the many directions you get pulled in while raising a young family, that we would always end the day together around the dinner table. It was around that very dinner table that I had finally seen enough that I needed to ask Carol Ann who those 3 boys were. Didn't take her long to know exactly who I was talking about, and quickly blurted out that those are the McDonald's boys, and they are awful, Dad. They are constantly roughhousing in class, stealing Pastor Jones' candy, not paying attention to the lesson, and having to constantly be told to be quiet. From then on, as I watched their hysterical exits, a smile crept over my face. My head slowly shook from side to side, saying to myself, class must be over because here comes those damn McDonald kids. Moral of the story, my long-winded opinion is that God puts people in others' path for a reason and can change the way you see a person over time once you learn the value and content of their soul. Although Cupid certainly didn't sling any arrows during this time, the familiarity and history you had with each other made that connection much easier and stronger on this day 10 years ago, which ultimately, unbeknownst to either one of you, helped in building that foundation you both stand upon today. Carol Ann and Josh, I couldn't be more proud of the people you are and more excited on where this journey will take you. Thankfully for me, I get a front row seat to sharing each and every celebration and accomplishment, and can't wait for the day when I can look out my front window, feel a smile creep across my face, slowly shake my head from side to side, and whisper, here comes those damn McDonald's.
Started making sense when you walked into my life. It was obviously stars aligning.
Carol Ann Marie. Today is easily one of the most important days of my life. It's the day when my beautiful, intelligent, compassionate daughter will finally tie the knot with a man who means the world to her and who has also come to mean quite a bit to our family as well. As a father, this day can be considered both joyous, but also filled with the understanding that today is the day that I officially have to let go. I know that marriage doesn't mean that my daughter is gone, but it does mean our relationship will change. I will no longer be the first person she turns to when she is happy, sad, or excited. I will learn to live with that loss because I know today she married her best friend, a person she loves with all of her heart, and he who loves her just as passionately.
When it comes to you, there is no question. Something deep inside me knows. When it comes to you, there is no guessing. Every day our love grows. Everything started making sense when you walked into my life. It was obviously stars aligning. There's no denying.
Marriage is a beautiful thing. Each of you will learn to help one another and meet each other's needs as you go through life. Do not put limits on each other. Demand respect, but do not demand each other change the essence of who each of you are as individuals. The qualities you love and admire in each other are the ones that have brought you here to the altar today. Cherish those. Respect those qualities even when times are rough. Trust in each other. Do not hide who you are from the one person on this earth that knows you better than you know yourself. Marriage has been and will always be an adventure. What type of adventure it turns out to be will be determined by the amount of time and love that you invest in it. You will find at times that you have veered off course during this beautiful journey. Rely upon faith, love, and hope to help navigate and get you back on the road to happiness.
Okay. Joshua James, I vow to love you fiercely and faithfully. I vow to always kiss you with passion and intently. I vow to walk through each stage of life holding your hand and protecting your heart. Today and always, I promise to dedicate my life to ensuring you always feel loved and honored for the wonderful man that you are. I promise to use my words wisely and always express my love and appreciation for you. I vow to travel alongside you through all of life's adventures. I vow to remember all the sacrifices we've made and to never take you for granted. Today, I choose you, Joshua James, to be my husband, my lifelong friend, my one true love, my forever. In the presence of God, our families and friends, I, Carol Ann Marie Thompson, take you, Joshua James McDonald, to be my husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, in joy and in sorrow, in plenty and in want, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, as long as we both shall live.
Carol Ann, it's been 10 years and here we are, together joining as one. A day we have been waiting for, the happiest day of my life. I've learned so much about you and so much from you. We've been through the happiest times and difficult times, but each day has brought something that I would never change. I remember seeing you at Kroger years after our confirmation class together and thinking there's no way she's going to talk to me. She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. Yet today, here we are, and I'm still wondering how I'm so lucky and amazed by the beautiful person you are, and you look beautiful today. Carol Ann, I vow to lift you up and be at your side through all of our adventures, happy, sad, or difficult. I vow to love you unconditionally and faithfully until my last day on this earth. I celebrate all of your accomplishments and encourage you through all of life's obstacles. I vow to always be your best friend, to grow old with you while sharing in life's experiences and adventures as one. I vow to appreciate everything about you and strive to never take anything for granted. In the presence of God, our family, and friends, I, Joshua, take you, Carol Ann, to be my wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, in sickness and in health, to love and cherish as long as we both shall live. I'm excited to begin this journey with you and the rest of our life together. I love you.
It's my honor to introduce to you, for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Joshua McDonald.